Welcome to Easy Peasy English. In today's very long and complete lesson, you will learn how to improve your English speaking skills step by step. This lesson is designed for learners who already understand some English but feel stuck, shy, or unsure when speaking. If you often think, I know English but I can't speak, this lesson is for you. Improving English speaking is not about talent. It is not about being smart. It is about habits, strategies, and mindset. In this lesson, you will learn practical tips, useful techniques, real-life examples, and strong motivation so you can start speaking English with confidence. Let's begin with an important truth. Speaking English is a skill. Skills improve with practice, not with theory alone. You can read many books and watch many videos, but if you do not speak, your speaking will not improve. Speaking is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Many learners make the mistake of waiting until they feel ready. They wait until their grammar is perfect or their vocabulary is big enough. The problem is this moment never comes. You become ready by speaking, not before speaking. The first key to improving English speaking is mindset. You must accept mistakes as part of learning. Every fluent speaker made thousands of mistakes in the past. Mistakes are not failures. Mistakes are feedback. They show you what to improve. Now let's talk about the second key, simplicity. Many learners try to speak using difficult words and long sentences. This makes speaking harder. Real English conversations use simple words and short sentences. Fluency comes from clarity, not complexity. For example, instead of saying, I experienced an extremely exhausting day at my workplace, you can say, I had a very tiring day at work. Simple English sounds more natural and confident. Now let's move to practical strategies you can follow every day. The first strategy is daily self-talk. Self-talk means talking to yourself in English. You can talk about your day, your plans, or your feelings. For example, you can say, today I feel motivated, or I want to improve my English. This practice builds fluency without pressure. The second strategy is repetition. Repetition is powerful. Choose simple sentences and repeat them every day. For example, I am learning English. I want to speak confidently. I practice every day. When sentences become automatic, speaking becomes easier. The third key is listening before speaking. Good speakers are good listeners. Listen to podcasts, videos, or conversations. Pay attention to how sentences are formed. Notice common phrases and patterns. Then use them in your own speaking. Shadowing is one of the best techniques to improve speaking. Shadowing means listening and repeating at the same time or right after the speaker. This helps with pronunciation, rhythm, and confidence. You do not need to understand every word. Focus on sound and flow. Another important tip is speaking slowly. Many learners think fluency means speaking fast. This is not true. Fluency means speaking smoothly and clearly. Slow English sounds confident and professional. Take your time. Now let's talk about vocabulary. You do not need thousands of words to speak English well. You need to master common words and use them well. Focus on daily vocabulary like work, family, food, feelings, and routines. These topics appear in almost every conversation. Let's look at a real-life example. Someone asks, how was your day? A simple answer is enough. You can say, it was busy but good. This sentence is short, natural, and correct. You do not need more. Now let's talk about confidence. Confidence comes from action. The more you speak, the more confident you feel. Confidence does not come from thinking, it comes from doing. A helpful tip is to speak even when you feel nervous. Nervousness is normal. Speak anyway. Over time, nervousness becomes excitement, and excitement becomes confidence. Let's talk about common speaking situations. At work, you may need to talk about tasks, meetings, or problems. Use simple sentences like, I'm working on this task, or the meeting starts at 9. Clear communication is more important than perfect grammar. In social situations, small talk is very important. Use simple questions like, how are you? Or how was your weekend? These questions help start conversations easily. Another important tip is asking questions. Conversation is not a speech, it is an exchange. Asking questions takes pressure off you and keeps the conversation balanced. Now let's talk about motivation. Learning English takes time. Some days you will feel progress, some days you will feel stuck. This is normal. Do not quit on bad days. Progress is not always visible, but it is happening. Set small goals. For example, speak English for 5 minutes a day, or learn 3 new sentences a day. Small goals are easier to follow and easier to maintain. Consistency is more important than intensity. 10 minutes every day is better than 2 hours once a week. Daily exposure keeps your brain active in English. Let's talk about fear of judgment. Many learners worry about what others think. Remember this. Most people are focused on themselves, not on your mistakes, and many people respect learners who try to speak another language. Now let's talk about practice methods. You can practice speaking by recording your voice. Listen to yourself. Notice pronunciation and clarity. This helps you improve faster. You can also practice by describing what you see. For example, I am sitting in my room, or I see a window and a desk. This builds fluency naturally. Another effective method is role play. Imagine situations like ordering food, meeting a friend, or talking at work. Speak out loud. This prepares you for real life. Let's talk about thinking in English. At first, you may translate from your native language. This is normal. Over time, with practice, English sentences will come naturally. Do not force it. Let it happen. Now let's talk about pronunciation. Pronunciation improves with listening and repetition. Do not try to sound perfect. Aim for clarity. Clear English is better than perfect English. Let's look at another example. Instead of staying silent when you don't understand, you can say, "Sorry, can you repeat that?" This is good communication. As we move towards the end of this long lesson, remember this important message. You do not need perfect English to speak. You need courage, practice, and patience. Speak every day. Speak slowly. Speak simply. Speak confidently. Thank you for spending this long lesson with Easy Peasy English. Keep practicing, keep improving, and keep speaking English every single day.